Welcome back to the Hobby Time Workshop. This is a long-awaited update, and with the new year upon us, I thought I'd give you all an update to what I've been doing. A lot of changes have been made. As you can see in the background, I have a new workbench. I've moved things around, got the 3D printer set up. Been working on storage. The next thing that I'm planning to do is build a workbench to go right out in the center, right behind me. So that'll be the project workbench that'll work on projects that I can't work on the other workbenches with. A lot of exciting things coming this year. I'm working on building a paint station over here, and gonna do some 3D printing, and with this new workbench over here, hopefully get into some modeling. This is the workbench that I built about a month ago. I got these IKEA cabinets here, and I thought I had 2 of them. I actually wound up having 4 of them. I bought 2 not too long ago, and then I bought 2 when we bought a little after we bought the house, because I was planning to use them out here. So right now I've just got this one empty. I'm looking at putting electronic tools over here. Got some soldering, scenery tools right here. All that's going to move into a cabinet that I'll have in the workbench out here when I get that done. Under here I was able to build it where I could store this guy. This will be my mobile tool box. And then here's all the eye boxes that have all the parts for trains, couplers, detail parts, track parts, wheels. As you can see, I took the cabinets down. I put up wire shelving. Solved a couple issues that I had, mainly the drawings over here. I had those stored up here for a while, and they were just in the way. Just didn't work. So I found these wire shelves at Lowe's. They're 20 inches deep, so it works good with a 3-foot deep drawing on it. And then also, I feel like it's gotten me a little bit more storage area up there than I had before. The main thing I wanted to accomplish was to get the height under here to put under the shelves to put this guy up, because I just didn't have enough floor space for him to sit. And so this toolbox, I think I've shown y'all this before. It's just got modeling tools in it, and I'll be working on organizing this, as I start working more and more with it. I've gotten some of these hobby organizers from Hobby Zone, and I'm working on painting them right now. They come with this just hardboard with this white laminate covering on it, just like this, and I thought I'd want to make mine look a little bit different, so I'm gonna paint them gray. I thought I'd paint the fronts orange, because I like orange. I'm gonna paint all the edges black on the front and the top, so that'll look cool. Here I'll paint all the edges on the front here black, and then all the inside parts gray. Over here on this side, I am contemplating doing electronics over here. I originally wanted to put that on another workbench, but I have the 3D printer on it right now, so I am in the process of figuring out what I want to do on that. So this over here was the modeling bench that I was using for a while, and since I built that bigger one, I'm turning this into a painting bench. So all the paints will be here, the airbrush station. And yes, I've thought about putting that airbrush station over here, but one of the big deals is this air hose, trying to vent that out. As you can see, if I went to this window and vented it, all that stuff would be in the way of that air hose, and I think it would just be better to do it right here where this window is. And even then, this bench has to sit pretty far out from the wall. So I'm thinking about maybe building a little duct that will come here to a baffle that sits in the window. And since I want to do model ships, this paint bench isn't going to be big, or paint booth isn't going to be big enough. So I'm really thinking about maybe building a paint booth that's the width of the whole bench. But I've got these organizers that I want to do things with. I've got oils that go in there, and so I could put the organizers and the oils on either side of the booth there. But then overspray and other stuff. So thinking about what to do on that. I may get this finished like it is and use it for a little bit before I build a bigger one. And I have mentioned before that I'm working on putting LED lighting in this deal. That update will come soon, and hopefully once I get some more time and get these organizers finished, I'm going to build a shelf unit that sits over here to set some of these organizers on, and then I'll get to finishing this thing out so it'll work. The last update was back in September, so that was before my birthday, and since then my grandma and aunt have given me birthday money, and I use that to stock up on paints. So I got up here, I've got some of the Abtalone dry pigments, and I've got the acrylic resin, got some of this texture, dry mud, corrosion texture, and then here's some filters, or some just some effects from MIG Productions. I got these. If you go online, they had free shipping, and this is actually cheaper buying it from them from Spain than getting it from the online web stores here in the US that I've seen. So I did that. I got all the Tamiya Panaline accent colors. I've had all these microscale products for a while. I've been collecting those. I've upgraded all the Tamiya paints, all of these. These I have bought over the last year or two at a hobby store up in Lubbock, but all these I ordered. This isn't every single one, but it's pretty close. The ones that I'm missing is the Imperial Japanese Navy colors. I don't feel like I need those yet, so I haven't got those. The other thing that I've been excited about is the oils. So I didn't know till recently what you use the oils for, and I started watching some videos on YouTube, and I've been very fascinated, so I'm real excited to digging into these. These I got from that same MIG Productions website online, and they were like $3 or $4 a tube for one of these on there with free shipping. I ordered an asphalt tube, and they were out of it, so they sent me this, and I'm actually interested in using this. You could do mortar lines and things with that, so I'm interested in that. We got all my tester colors. Got some of this True Scale paint. I bought that at the True Color Paint. I bought that at the Discount Model Trains a while back. And then one of those orders I got, they sent me this, the AK color there. So this is I guess an enamel paint. So it is, or a lacquer paint. So it does smell unlike the acrylic paints. And then I asked for these for Christmas. Their Apple Barrel had a big pack on Amazon, so I got these just to stock up some more colors with. I've been painting the shells with this for a while, and I finally just went to Lowe's and got me a quart of latex paint to paint those hobby shelves with. And then down here I've got some thinner, and then up here I've got, these won't fit in the drawers, so this is what I'm building that shelf unit for, that goes up and over. And I got a Vallejo colors, just primary basic colors right now. So I was looking at buying one of the military ones, and I'm not sure if I will do that. So there's a lot of duplicate colors in both of them. So that I may just buy those as needed. I'd love to get the whole set eventually. And then down here I'm looking at building a drawer unit that I can move all that paints over here. So that way this whole unit is self-contained painting. In here I've got a lot of like toothpicks, mixing cups. I got these stirring sticks. These are wheel masks for painting the inner wheels on the railroad deals. Micro brushes. All these will go into one of those hobby organizers up there. Oh, and here's another thing. I found these tattoo cups. These are for like putting tattoo ink in for needles. So I picked those up. This is an assortment. Yeah, it's got a few different sizes. I got that on Amazon. So I think these would be pretty cool for the oil paints. That's why I got those for over there. And over on this side I've got airbrushes and regulators. This I picked up from Harbor Freight. And then I've got this Aztec brush. I got it out the other day. I'm very... I bought this when I was a kid, and I haven't used it quite a lot, so I'm still pretty new at thinning the paint. I'm working on that. I don't know if I want to continue with this brush or just invest in a real Iwata double action airbrush. But I'd like to know what y'all think about the Aztec, so if you want to leave a comment below and let me know what you think about it, if I should stay with this or just go ahead and buy an Iwata brush or a Pache, one of the more expensive double actions. That's about it with the painting. I don't think I mentioned this in the opening of the video, but I hope y'all have had a good Christmas. And, my Christmas was pretty good. We went and saw my wife's family this year, and that was a lot of fun. So while we were up in Dallas, I had to make a trip to the train store, of course, with the Christmas money that I got from my aunt and grandma. So I've been wanting to get into, I bought all the paint stuff with birthday money. That was like 3 months ago. And then I've been wanting to get into doing scenery also. I have a little bit of scenery supplies, and I haven't really done scenery that much, but with this workshop, instead of working on the big layout that I was planning on doing, I want to do little modules. So I've been watching the videos from Luke Talon about doing the little dioramas, and just watching armor modeling videos too. And they're really cool to watch. I think there's a whole aspect of the hobby, and that's, I want to strive to make things look as real as possible. So I'm excited to buy this, just starting out, upgrading the scenery, getting more scenery supplies. I had a few bottles of ballast, some plaster molds, and that was about it. So I got over here, I got the Arizona Rock and Mineral. I got some of this. I know you can go and buy, or just get dirt out of the yard and sift it, but around here a lot of the dirt is caliche, so I thought I'd grab this. I got some coke because I'm doing steel mill. Want to model some steel mill operations, industrial dirt. Then just some different types of earth, colors, sand, this is just kind of some starting out items here. In the back, I picked up some flock, some turf to do trees with, and I plan to buy some of the Scenic Express tree kits to start out making trees. I've been watching a lot on static grass. It seems to be the thing now that everybody is doing, so I invested in some of the static grass material here. I went with the Woodland Scenics because that's what they had at the store. They didn't have the static applicator, so that's something I do need to get. Got some wash colors, and I don't know if these were worth buying or not because I've got all the craft paint, all the Vallejo paint. I could make colors with it. I thought would be nice to do because Woodland Scenics has made these for doing stone washing and coloring plaster rocks, and it's quite a bit of paint, and so picked that up. Got some Sculpt-A-Mold over here. Got some Mold-A-Scene plaster. I'm thinking this is probably the same thing as this. I'm not too sure, and I actually have another one of those in the cabinet over there that I didn't realize I had. So anyway, this year I'm hoping to build some dioramas. So as you can see, there's quite a bit going on. The first thing I want to do is get all those hobby bench organizers finished painting. I'm working on designing the big workbench that's going to go out here in the middle. That one's looking at building that one about 3 foot to 4 foot by 5 foot. I figured anything over 5, it's going to be crowded in here. I've got a bunch of old models that I built when I was a kid. I didn't paint them, I just glued them together, and the painting job's not all that great on them. So I plan to bring those over and use those to practice on and get some painting techniques down on that. And also in the meantime, I've got this 3D printer over there. I just started printing some stuff on it the other week. Been printing some Christmas items on it, and the next thing is going to be printing upgrade parts and getting that thing all spiffied up on that. And then eventually this one's just a filament style that will print squirts the filament out like a hot glue gun, and I want to get a SLS printer that will do it in resin so I can build detail parts for things. And I've seen some cool deals that others have built, little detail parts and things with a printer like that. I really love to get a laser cutter, but I just don't have the room for it in here right now. I've got this little bit of room right here. It's about 4 foot right there. I could put one, but I have to vent it outside. And I'm planning to build a few benches for the little belt sander. And I've got a chop saw, and I'd like to move the bandsaw on its own bench with dust collection and everything. So I don't know, if I get one, I may put it over there. I've got that shelf unit that I have things on at the moment, so I could put it there. I could move all that stuff that's on the shelf there. But there's just some other stuff that I've got to get out of here. That Mac Pro, or the iMac there, it's not turning on anymore. That rack's got a guitar processor in it. I really don't need that. So, over here I've got a module I brought over. I started building an N-scale coffee table layout years ago, and then it just wasn't working out right. So I scrapped it all and just have hung on to that. So I brought that over thinking I could build a little module to set in the house for the Christmas time, but it's actually a lot bigger than I thought it was. So I'm gonna keep it over there and maybe work on that a little at a time there. So over here on this door, I'm looking at doing like a French cleat system or the Gladiator gear track, like those rails that I have on the wall, but they have wall panels that can go up. So I'm thinking about putting those on that door to hang like things like this. A lot of this stuff over here, the sawhorses, that ladder when I'm not using it. So thinking about looking at doing that at some point. But so anyway, that's everything for this update. Last update I mentioned I was going to the train show in Plano at the end of September, and I've got some footage of that, so I will tack that onto the end of this video so that way you'll have some train footage for your enjoyment. And I think that's it for now, so till next time, stay modeling, my friends.